Hi guys, my name is Meads, and this is going to be a review for the D-Arts legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. Yep, and this is a very nostalgic for me. Since, I think most of us here grew up watching Pokemon or have, at their point of their childhood, watch my Pokemon series. And I still remember the first one, and it's been great. I think it's a really nice part of my childhood. I played the yellow, red, and blue version on the Game Boy Color. Yep, and I had a lot of fun trying to collect all them Pokemons, and especially getting the end game character or end game Pokemon Mewtwo. And the easy way to get him is through a Master Ball, which you get on a certain city. I think was it Saffron? I can't remember now. It's over a decade ago. But I'm really happy that they came out with this action figure. Actually, well, I mean, as part of my collection, if you've noticed that they came out with those Nintendo Figmas, and it's kind of coincide with having a Super Smash Brothers, set. They have Samus, they have Link. I kind of wish that they have a Snake. Although I think the SH figure that came out is a different type. Well, maybe they come up with a different version eventually. But I'm really happy that they have Mewtwo, and they're gonna come out with Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Just the Pokemon trainer. And who knows? Maybe they'll make the rest of the cast and have a little bit of Super Smash Brothers on my desk. But yeah, it's just great. And yeah, so getting this one, it's a real nice treat for myself. And just looking in the box, it's amazing. Actually, why don't we check that out first? So in this one, Mewtwo will be resting over there. It's kind of nice that they have all the circular, kind of like a Pokeball. And you have a Mewtwo there, kind of on the corner. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's a sticker here for the first edition. I think they may have re-released this later on. It just probably depends on the demand. But you have a Mew as part of the first edition, and a lot of holographic sticker right there. Really nice. The arts and things you can do with him. You have a special effect, and you do have a clear base, which has a Pokeball sign on that. Really nice. And more stuff here. And on the top, you can have the instructions there. And on the bottom, that's it for the box. Alright, here's Mewtwo. Nicely sculpted. I really like that. Although, I mean, there's a little bit of gouge marks, but it's just part of the production. And I think notable things to point out is that this piece right here, which is actually can separate, it's just kind of like the part of the backbone that connects to the head. Kind of like your alien look. This isn't a really flexible material, like rubberish, and it just goes in, which is great if you want to have him move up and down. So it really bends really well, and especially when he's looking up, and it goes in, as you can see. Really nice. You can look left and right. And there's a little bit of a shading. I don't know if it shows in the camera, but really nice shading. The eyes are great. There's a bit of articulation on the waist, and you have the swivel here on the arm. It's kind of hard to move his arm a little bit just because of the shoulders. And I just pop off the hand. But actually, with that, there's an extra hand that comes, which I will attach now. But this is for the special effect part. And it just pegs in there. It is rather small ball joint since he has a bit of a petite or skinny frame. He's psychic. He doesn't need muscles. But you can move the joints. And yeah, quite nice. You also, well, it's pretty much the same for the other part. But we'll go on that in a bit. Then you have the legs, kind of like bunny legs. Kind of makes you wonder where did he mutate it from. Well, obviously, some kind of a mutation from Mew. And you have this really nice segmented tail that can pop off. And this kind of reminds me of, what do you call that? King Ghidorah? Or no, yeah. King Ghidorah or Destroya. You have these segmented legs, which in some parts are great. They're not loose, like this is really stiff right there. And maybe I should just put that back. Like so. Really nice, quite articulate, you can move it around, but there are parts like this, I think it might be right here. I don't know if I fixed it, but it's really loose and from time to time it just pops off, so I try to be careful when to move it in. There's a gap there. But it's very articulate, I mean, wherever you want it. And I guess if you're doing stop motion, that you can move it around. So yeah, that's quite nice. Also, you can swivel the feet here so you can have wide stance poses, and again, really nice touch. All right, so that's it for Mewtwo. Let's go with the extra one, Mew. And it's just waving there. All right, so this is the extra that you're gonna get, and basically it's a solid. It has rubbery, and you do have a bit of a holder, a peg hole to have him floating around. So you get Mew, and I think that's it for the figures. Let's go with the effect parts. And here's the effect part. It's actually a little bit more purplish. But it's kind of interesting that it's not a sphere. I think I heard that a lot, that people are wondering how come it's not a sphere. Why it's a little bit more flat. I'm not too sure. I'm actually not too sure if this is hollow. It is heavy if it's not. It's gonna be solid, and if it's a sphere, like, no more circular. That's probably why they didn't do that, just to kind of cut off some of the weight off. And just have to find a peg hole, which is right there. And there is a peg hole in the palm, and you just attach it like so. I think that's the peg right there. Yep, that's it. Just need to find. Alright, I think I have to open the fingers. Come on. There's a struggle. There we go. And you can do action poses with that. And you know, it's not too bad. I actually like the effect part. There we go. I kind of just adjusted the color correction. Yeah, it's really nice. You got that. It's always nice to have effect parts. Yep. Another cool pose where it's kind of like doing a hammy wave. You know, just charging up this energy ball. And the next part is pretty much the base. As you can see on the box, it was clear. Well, I got a special limited edition Master Ball. Actually, I just painted this myself, and it's not too bad. Basically, just kind of follow the, you know, the clear parts, and added this pink right here in M. As you can see, it's not shown on the other side. It's kind of like a CD. Actually, I wonder if they actually made a CD with it looks like a Pokeball. And actually thinking of painting the other ones once I acquire Charizard, maybe have him the regular Pokeball, then you have the Great Ball. I think that was it green? Or there was also a blue one. So I might use those for the other Pokemon, for Blastoise and Venusaur and Charizard to match the color. But you have this, and you have one of these action arms or stands. I think that's the stand, and goes here. It's kind of basically the same as your Tamashii Stage Axe, and yeah, again, you can just have Mewtwo here, and have him on this kind of like sinister post. Yeah, it's a little tricky to use the stand since it's not gripping him right, and he kind of just tilts on one side because of the tail forcing against the stand. But yeah, I mean, you can make it work. Just be a little bit patient. On top of that, you're gonna get an extra one right here, and this is pretty much for Mew. Again, there's that peg right there, and you can have him on the side here, kind of like a sidekick. You have Mew and Mewtwo ready to, I don't know, do their psychic thing, wreak havoc maybe, or try to make sense of humanity. Alright. Alright, and the next part is pretty much where I got it from and how much I paid for it. I've been asked that a lot of times. So I got this Mewtwo, and pretty much, you know, my Figmas and other Japan collectibles is from Ami. I think I paid about $30 plus on Mewtwo alone. Then you factor in shipping, it's probably gonna about 45. So I got it for 45 bucks. And I think right now you can get it from US distributors. It's probably gonna bring you up about that close or maybe more, $50 or more with shipping, 60, 70. And I don't know if how it is doing well with the sales. I'm not sure if it's in demand. I still see it's available right now, so I'm saying they made a lot to compensate for the demand, so which is good. Again, if you're a great fan or a big fan of Mewtwo, especially when you grew up watching it, I highly recommend this figure, but only if you have the budget. Otherwise, again, it's kind of hefty. 50 bucks, you can buy other things or other figures with that. So it's really up to you. And yeah, another thing I just want to add, I think you should paint the stand, or I think it's a great idea to paint the stand. You know, even just a regular Pokeball or Master Ball. Yep, it's not too hard. But again, I guess it's not too hard for you, but it depends on how far you want to go with this. Alright, so that's it for my review. Hope you guys like it. And yeah, if you have any questions, suggestions, or any information about Mewtwo, although I think I already know much about Mewtwo, let me know in the comment below. Alright, so until then, this is Meat. Thank you for watching.